Today's topic is Eugene O'Neill's drama Mourning Becomes Electra. In my previous session, I have narrated the first part of this drama. Today, it's second part. Before start the second part, sum up of the first part, Homecoming. In this part, Ezra, that is Brigadier General Ezra Manon, is greeted only by death on his first night home as his wife, who deeply hates him, poisons him when he asks for medicine for his heart trouble. She has plotted with her lover, Adam Brandt, to get the pellets of poison so as to get rid of her husband. This is the homecoming that awaits Ezra Manon. Here the second part. The name of the second part is The Hunted. So in this part, Dr. Blake, Ezra's friends and relatives were attending the funeral of Ezra. They praised the great qualities of Ezra on that occasion. They showed their condolence towards us family members, and they said Christian is quite broken down over her husband's sudden death. Yes, here Christian is broken down because of the last word uttered by her husband, that is, she is guilty, not medicine. This word uttered by Ezra to Lavinia. So here Lavinia is cold and calm. 2 days have passed since Ezra's death. Everybody is waiting for Oren to return. Christian wants Hazel to be cautious of Lavinia, who will do everything to keep Oren from marrying her. Actually, it's not the idea of Lavinia, but Christian. Because Christian wants to keep her son with herself. So she is doing so for the purpose of keeping Oren from the influence of Lavanya, because she fears that Lavanya will disclose her illicit relationship with Adam. After a while, Oren, Peter and Lavinia come. Oren's face resembles Ezra's and Adam's. He is still haunted by the memories of murders at the battlefield. The house looks to him to be strange, ghostly and dead. He recalls to Lavinia his experiences of war and the image of his father as an army man. Oren's experience of war. Oren's horrifying images of war and his experience of working as a soldier under his father, Brigadier General Ezra Manon, are touching one in this place. He tells Lavinia, I hardened myself to expect my own death and everyone else, and think nothing of it. I had to keep alive. It was part of my training as a soldier under Ezra Manon. So on his return home, he is haunted by war, which he and his fellow soldier thought would go on, and they would go on murdering the enemies until no one was left alive. He is glad that he has come home, but the house seems to him to be ghostly and dead. His mind is full of ghosts. He cannot grasp anything but war, in which his father was so alive, and he thought his father would continue to live after the death. He can't realize that Ezra is dead. Lavanya wants her brother not to be under their mother's affection. And Christian comes, and seeing Lavanya staring at her, because of that fear, Christian says that she had been a good wife until she met Adam, and that she would have been faithful to Ezra had he been alive. She fears that Lavanya doubts she still has relations with Adam. And then she asks Lavanya if she knows the whereabouts of the box of medicine. She has missed to take a medicine that puts her to sleep. Lavanya is all the time silent. Oren calls Christian and she shuts the door. So the second part, Act 1 story is over. Now Act 2. Here we will discuss on Oren's love towards his mother. Oren here haunted by the memories of his father. He feels as if Ezra were alive, though he finds everything in the house changed. He talks about his trip back home by train. It was not a pleasant one because he suffered from headache. However, he is happy he is back home and that he will now live with his mother, whom he finds more beautiful than ever before. He asks her why she wants to marry him off to Hazel and get rid of him. Oren alarms his mother by asking who Adam Brandt is and why he has been calling on her. But here Christian lies. She tells her son that the captain has been visiting Lavanya, not Christian. She poisons Oren's mind. So this is the right opportunity for Christian. So getting this opportunity, she poisons Oren's mind against his father by telling him that Ezra hated him because she loved her son more than anything in this world. Oren is now under Christian's influence. He says that he is not sorry at his father's death. She tells him that Lavanya has started talking queer things after Ezra's death. She says so for fear of Oren believing his sister's words about his mother, that is, affair with Adam. She also expresses her fear that Lavanya would accuse her of murdering Ezra and that she would report the matter to the police. She therefore implores Oren not to let Lavanya do all these things, and she requested to save his mother from disgrace. Oren assures her that Lavanya won't try to turn him against her and that he won't allow Lavanya to go to the place. So he never give any chance to Lavanya to go to the police station. He will do so for the sake of saving them all from the bad situation, that awkward situation. He also assures his mother that he is ready to forgive anything, it is whatever it is, but except the Adam Brand scandal. Oren's last words terrify Christian. Oren then changes the topic and starts discussing with his mother about his trip to the South Sea Islands. Referring to the book, the name of the book is Typee. He says that when he was out of his mind, he felt he was amidst the beauties of nature and that his mother was also with him. He promises Christian that he will never marry Hazel or any other girl and that she will be his only girl. So this is the word said by Oren. And Christian tells him that she still considers him to be her boy. Christian then discloses her plan to Oren. Lavanya should marry Peter and Oren should live with her happily ever after. Lavanya calls Oren to see the dead body of their father, but he hurries past her much against his wish and closes the door after him. Christian informs Lavanya that she has told everything about the Adam Brandt affair to Oren, threatening her that if she speaks anything about it, she will tell the entire world that Lavanya desired her mother's lover and then tried to get her mother hanged out of jealousy. She tells Lavanya how Oren loves her and he is glad that his father is dead. Even if he comes to know that his mother has murdered his father, he doesn't bother, but he will protect her. But the next moment itself, she is pride and she's got that hysterical terror and request Lavanya not to tell Oren anything about Adam Brandt because she fears that he would kill the captain. That is, Oren would kill the captain if he comes to know the secret of Christian. Lavanya does not say anything. She just walks out of the room. Christian collapses and she wants to warn Adam against Oren. So in this act, the theme of Oedipus complex is developed further in this scene. Though Oren's mind is still preoccupied with the memories of war and his dead father, he is happy that he is back home and that how he will live with his mother. He is a typical example of mother fixation in the place of Eugene O'Neill. He tells Christian, "You come before everything." When he reached home, he finds his mother more beautiful than she has ever been. He complains that she has not replied to his letters and asks why she is so anxious to marry him off to Hazel and get rid of him. His description of the South Sea Islands, that he has read in the book, the name of the book Typee, tells us of his fascination with his mother. Whatever the scene he has read in that book, and everything he connects with his mother. That is, the breaking of the voice was her voice to him. The sky was the same color as her eyes, and the warm sand was like her skin. In short, the whole island was she. He promises Christian that he had never leave her, nor will be ever marry any other girl, because his mother is his only girl. Christian responds by telling him that she still considers him her boy. She does her best to see that Oren doesn't come under Lavania's influence and come to believe what Lavanya has to tell him about her father's murder as a consequence of her mother's affair with the lowborn Adam Brandt. And Christian seems to be eminently successful in her mission when Oren tells her that he hates his father and is glad that Ezra Manon is dead. He is, however, of unstable mind, as we shall learn soon when he meets Lavanya and is influenced by her also. So this shows us unstable mind. Now, Act 3. Oren is standing by the head of his father's corpse. He stares at his father's face and says that death becomes the Manon's. That Ezra was always like the statue of an eminent man. That he never cared to know Oren in his life. Perhaps they might be friends now that Ezra is dead. He also feels guilty and resentful as he starts reminiscing about his experience in war. War meant to him murdering the same man over and over, and in the end discovering that the man was he himself. Because here Ezra's face resembles Oren. The faces of men he murdered keep haunting him in his dreams, and they ultimately transform themselves into his own or Ezra's face. The war is over, but the war inside them who killed has not ended. Here a quote. I had a queer feeling that war meant murdering the same man over and over, and that in the end I would discover the man was myself. Their faces keep coming back in dreams, and they change to father's face or mine. So the Freudian concept of son-father antagonism is elaborated in this scene. Oren stares at the face of his dead father and addresses it with a strange, friendly mockery. Who are you? Another crops. You and I have been fields and hillsides sown with them, and they mean nothing. Nothing but a dirty joke life plays upon life. He smiles dryly and says, death sits so naturally on you, death becomes the Manon's. You were always like the statue of an eminent man, sitting on a chair in a park, or straddling a horse in a town square, looking over the head of life without a sign of recognition. You never cared to know me in life, but I think we might be friends now you are dead. So Oren wishes to be friend his father, but his father died. Next is Lavanya's plan in this act. Meanwhile, Oren is disgusted Lavanya's charge against Christian. He scolds Lavanya for harboring evil thoughts against their mother. Lavanya maintains her stand and reiterates her desire to go to the police to pursue the matter if Oren does not punish Christian. Oren demands a proof of their mother's guilt, and Lavanya hands him the box of poisonous pellets. Oren puts it in his coat pocket. He tells Lavanya that his mother is much more dear to him than his father, even when Lavanya tells him all the things that Christian plotted with her lover Adam Brandt to kill their father, and that she herself saw Christian kissing her lover in New York. And Lavanya tells her brother that Christian would certainly go to her lover and that they should follow her and verify the truth. So here she wants to prove the infidelity of her mother character. She then executes her own plan. She takes the box out of Oren's pocket and puts it on Ezra's dead body. When Christian comes and sees the box, she stares at it and screams. So now everything is clear, and Oren realized who is the real culprit. So he regrets having come home in search of peace, because he has lost the dream of his island of peace that was his mother. But that's lost now. You are my last island, aren't you, mother? He shouts. Christian appeals to him to stop Lavanya from harming Adam and confesses that it is only she who is guilty. I am the only guilty one, she said. With her eyes fixed on the dead man's face, she backs to the door and rushes out. Here Act 4. Christian meets Adam on a ship in Boston and informs him that Lavanya has come to know of their plan to murder Ezra. She warns Adam of the danger to his life from Oren. Adam takes her to the cabin while Oren and Lavanya come on the deck. In the cabin, Christian tells Adam how Ezra, before his death, had pointed at her, said, and she was guilty, and how Lavanya saw everything. Here Adam feels sorry that it was not a proper revenge he had sworn on his mother's dead body, because Adam wants to take a revenge towards Ezra Mannon's family for the sake of his mother's death, but it was not properly executed by Adam, so he felt very sorry for that. He ought to have fought with Ezra as two men fight for a woman. Christian advises Adam to run away somewhere and save his life. And they decided to run away to Adam's blessed isles and find peace and happiness in that place. Lavanya is satisfied that she has shown the proof of their mother's infidelity to her brother. So everything watched by Oren and Lavanya. So Oren is bewildered to see his mother asking Adam Brand to kiss her and dreaming of escaping to his islands with him. A few minutes later, Adam appears in the doorway and stands inside it. Oren steps through the door and shoots him dead. He then smashes everything inside the stateroom so as to make it that thieves have broken in there and killed Adam. He turns Adam's pockets inside out and puts everything he finds there into his own. He plans to throw them into the sea later, but when he looks at Adam's face, which resembles his, Oren feels that he has killed himself. In fact, all the Mannons look remarkably alike. Maybe I have committed suicide, like Oren said. And he tells Lavanya that if he had been in Adam's place, he too would have done what Adam did. If I had been I would have done what he did. I would have loved her as he loved her, and killed father too for her sake. Lavanya then drags him out through the alleyway. So after Oren killed his mother's lover, he feels that he has killed himself. So in this act, Oren's mother's fixation takes a violent turn when he sees Christian in the arms of Adam Brandt, his father image. He is shocked to hear her requesting to kiss her, and he is bewildered to hear that they are planning to go to his island. He is stunned to hear her warning Adam against her own son. He therefore kills Adam Brandt, the rival for his mother's love and attention. Act 5. Christian, Oren and Lavanya have returned home from Boston. Oren tells Christian that he and Lavanya had followed her to Boston and witnessed what she told Adam, and to her great shock, he tells her that he had killed Adam. Christian does not believe him. She believes that he is saying all this for the sake of punishing her and reminds him of his promise to protecting her. He cannot tolerate his mother loving a servant's bastard. Her planning to escape with Adam to his islands of peace tortures him. Yet he requests his mother to forget Adam and live happily with her son. Christian, however, does not show any sign of having heard him. He shakes her desperately and says, "Why won't you speak to me? Will you always love him? Do you hate me now? Mother, answer me. Say you forgive me." Here, according to Lavanya, all this proves that Oren is again becoming his mother's crybaby. She hates him and asks him to go away. Here Lavanya said, "After all these happened, are you becoming her crybaby again? Leave her alone. Go in the house." As he hesitates, she commands him sharply, "Do you hear me, Mat?" And Oren obeys. Oren mechanically enters into the house, and Lavanya tells Christian that Adam has paid the just penalty for his crime. She consoles her mother that even after Adam's death, she can live happily with her son. Christian just stares as if it were the last and great insult. She rushes into the house, and Lavanya makes a movement to follow her. But she turns her back on the house, and instantly the sound of a pistol shot is heard. Christian has shot herself with Ezra's pistol. When Oren sees her dead body, he feels that he has driven his mother to death. He is sorry that she could not forgive him, and repents of having boasted of killing Adam Brandt. Lavanya tries to calm him, but he takes her hand away and regrets not having let Christian believe that the burglars killed her lover. He feels that he has himself murdered his mother. He breaks down and cries and says that he will go to find her and seek her forgiveness. So I have to get forgiveness from another world. Lavanya again tries to console him by telling him that she loves him and she will help him to forget their mother. So in this act, EUGENE introduces the theme of incest. Lavanya and Oren come closer, but not in the generally accepted sense of a brother and a sister becoming partners in crime. When Christian commits suicide, Lavanya speaking to him soothingly, "You have me, haven't you? I love you. I will help you to forget." So Oren goes back into the house, and Lavanya sends Seth, the gardener, to call for Dr. Blake. She tells him about Christian's suicide and follows Oren into the house. So far, Act 2 Part 4 acts are over.